Good day to you. What do you need? Take care.
Good health to you. Farewell.
This is our church, St. Matthew's.
Can I ask... Do you know who those soldiers of Sigismund's are, Captain?
They call them Cumans or Kipchaks. Our Lord says they fled from the Mongols to Hungary and settled there. They're herdsmen and excellent horsemen, and barbarians, too, for all that they claim they've turned to Christ.
What do you think of Sir Radzig?
I hear he's on good terms with the king, probably why Sir Hanush opened the door to him. Sir Radzig seems like a fair man, and folks say he's a good governor.
Perkstein is a fine castle.
It'll be even finer once you all clear out, and I can move back into my chambers.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Hear ye, good people. Love thy neighbor more than thyself. So the scriptures teach us. Us and the church dignitaries. But do they heed the word? Those lousy bellies. They fleece you of your last groschen. They would have you slave for them till redemption. And while you live from hand to mouth, they stuff themselves with sweetmeats and indulge in carnal pleasures. But I will tell you what such deeds are called. What the Lord names it. Sin. Nothing but sin. Betrayal of the faith and betrayal of Christ. Yet they would call me and others heretics and rebels. But that is their fear speaking. Fear of the truth. The kingdom of God is at hand, my children. But only he who holds Jesus in his heart,
God's holy
only he shall enter therein.
My respects to you.
What are you preaching here, Father?
I preach the truth, my son. Do you wish to listen?
Why do you say such things about the church? The church is here to save us, isn't it?
The church is here to save only itself. Its purses, its fancy cathedrals, its fine clothes and jewels. And what did the Pope do? No, the popes. What did they do while Skalitz was razed to the ground? they looked on in silence.
Yes, I suppose. But surely it's not possible that...
That the Church could allow such terrible sins? The Church, my son, is nothing but man, and men are deceived and sinful. Give power to men, and they will act towards their brothers like ravenous dogs,
Like the Cumans act towards our people.
like Cain towards Abel.
What you say makes sense, Father. But aren't you afraid of being denounced as a heretic?
I may be, but whatever fate awaits me, I will face it with the truth on my lips and Christ's love in my heart. Good luck, then.
Merciful, good neighbours. I lived like you did till Skalitz was burned to ashes.
My respects to you.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
I know they got nowhere to go. Skalitz is a pile of ashes and the countryside ain't safe. But they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
What kind of governor is Sahanish?
Young Sahans is our governor, but Sahanish is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to.
They stuff themselves with sweetmeats and indulge in carnal pleasures. But I
would I
will
do without
tell
your
you
help?
what such deeds
Praise the
uphold.
Lord.
What the Lord names it. Sin.
Greetings. What do you need?
Betrayal of the faith and betrayal of Christ. Yet they would
Did you find out what actually happened?
take their level.
Folks say it was an account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king. Goodbye.
Call themselves servants of God. They think they are great.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I don't want to be kicking around in the dirt while other men do honest work.
You're an eager one, aren't you?
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. This is our church, St. Matthew's. It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here. What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
If you won't go to the church, go back to your people. I don't want you here. Is that veneer pile not...
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
And then I heard all the screaming. I went to the edge of the trees and they were attacking. I only saw the start of it. Terrible it was. Then I ran into the thick of the woods.
What's the problem here?
Pray to God.
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in a square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any alms or not?
Yes.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
I'm getting desperate now. What's that? For the love of God. You know what my old man is like.
I think you ought to give Jane something.
I gave her a groschen yesterday, and today she's ruining my business. Have you taken leave of your senses? Why should I give her anything?
Well, you wouldn't want to look like a heartless bastard in front of the whole town, would you?
No, certainly not.
There you go, then. Just a coin or two and you'll have an even better name.
Oh, for God's sake. Here you are. And don't come back.
Thank you.
See now? It didn't hurt too much.
He'll hate you now, that I can tell you. But you acted like a good Christian.
Right now. Well, let's hope Sigismund finally fucks off back to Hungary.
The best thing for hair, I heard it from a travelling merchant. He had it in Prague and he said it was delicious.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke, may God rest his soul, kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom until Sir Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here. This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around. We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day. There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later. Let's move along to the Inner Bailey. Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel. The Rattay fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad.
Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
God be with you, Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir, anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now, where might he have got to, then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
Well, you know.
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out! Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink. That fool got me all worked up.
Shouldn't we be on patrol instead of drinking?
You're eager, aren't you? Don't worry. Even watchmen are entitled to a break. Except the ones on the gate and the tower, of course. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Why not?
You're a brave soul taking me on. I'm not used to losing. Now you. That's it. This'll be the one. I don't believe it. Finished. Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't. My. Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the Rathaus. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the Market Square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Good luck then.
God be with you. What can I do for you?
What's life like in Rattay?
Good. Or it was till them refugees came. Still, we're better off here than most places.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Terrible things. Horrible. I hear they skin people alive, and what they do to the woman folk. Better take your own life than fall into their hands. Beasts they are. Animals. Take care.
Good God. What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Terrible things. Horrible. I hear they skin people alive, and what they do to the women folk. Better take your own life than fall into their hands. Beasts they are. Animals. Take care.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
What's life like in Rattay?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that. And we got everything we need here. We got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armourer. We got a beautiful church and fine alehouses. May the Lord watch over you.
Good health to you.
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it, same as always. I reckon they was after the silver mines, wasn't they? Farewell.
Shows you care. Why don't I come and see you tonight?
My respects to you.
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt. But there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them's brought the plague with them? God be with you. Huh?
I'm Gallus. Good folk. You all know what happened there.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we can see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What, is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
Go on, Your Grace, show him what for.
You're right, sir.
That'll show him. Go on, Your Grace, show him what for. That'll teach you how to talk to your betters. Let him have it, Sir Hans. Beat him down. Teach that
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here? Hell? Answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me to...
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Ooh, hunting? Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
Hey, where's your torch? You can't walk around here in the dark without a light.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Is there someone here who can compete with me in archery?
Of course. What do you think this range is for? First, I'll explain the rules to you. You shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against. The straw surround is worth 1 point, the white ring 2, and the bullseye 3. Whoever finishes shooting first gets 3 extra points. The round ends when everyone has finished shooting, and whoever has the most points wins. It's the custom to wager on it, to make it more interesting, see? The better the archers you shoot against, the higher the stakes.
All right, that seems straightforward.
Just one more thing. Don't leave while the contest is underway, and never aim or shoot at anything but the target. Otherwise you're out. Got it?
Got it.
How good are you with a bow, so I can find you a suitable opponent?
I'm a beginner.
Doesn't matter. At least you'll get a bit of practice. Beginners shoot 7 arrows a round. Splendid. Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition. God be with you. You may shoot. I told you you're not allowed to leave. You're disqualified.
What's that? Hey! My God, I see someone stealing. There's a thief here.
You! Stop right where you are!
Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you. Take that.